Live from the New York Metro, it's the Cure Radio Show! Thank you for joining us today. It's Sunday, November the 13th. Remember November. We have a lot of nice and hot topics today. We're just going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
He wakes up, sniffs around, looks for great deals all over town. He's Sweet Jack, he's SweetJack.com. He searches in all places, really hot deals are what he chases. Amazing what he digs up, this fun-loving pup. He's Sweet Jack, he's Sweet Jack, he's Sweet Jack, SweetJack.com. What you got there, boy? Oh, 50% off my favorite restaurant? Way to go, Sweet Jack. Even though he's just 1'3", he knows the latest technology to get the best deals in your inbox. That's why he rocks. That's Sweet Jack. That's Sweet Jack. That's Sweet Jack. SweetJack.com. Come here, boy.
Everything's better with cute animals. We've made a travel search website you'll love. And we added a chipmunk. Hipmunk.com for the best flight and hotel search ever.
So Kim Kardashian shared her baby fat. What do you think?
I think that, she looks good to just have had a baby. Yeah. However, you can tell that she just had a baby.
Yeah, she looks hot though. I'm sorry. She had the back shot in the mirror. I was like, ah.
But you can tell she did the back shot because she has a little tummy.
Yeah.
She can still,
Ain't nothing wrong with a little tummy.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Especially she's Kim Kardashian, so.
Tummies are yummy.
Yeah. Well, she didn't have to show that to be yummy, so she showed the other side.
Oh God.
Yeah, but I think she looks good.
What about her mom and her stepdad breaking up?
I know. Did they have to wait until the grandchild came to tuition to announce their breakup?
Kris Jenner is horrible anyway. I mean, she is a pimp, okay?
She is their mother. She is them times 12.
Yeah, she should be on that. Remember that HBO special, Pimps? The Pimp special, American Pimp? She should be on that.
Yeah, and you know what the thing is about her is her daughters are just half of what she is, They definitely are not. She's like the queen bee. She's the madam of the whole operation.
Oh my God, she is pimping the family. Pimping. The dog gonna get a reality show before it's all over.
And luckily, her husband came to his senses.
Yeah,
and he got his senses and got out of there while he could.
But you know what? The thing about, and it's the thing that upsets me about the whole Kardashian situation. Bruce Jenner is worth a lot of money, from his business pursuits and stuff. So it's not like, they need the money,
They need the fame.
Yeah, and I don't think he likes the fame. Yeah. I mean, he's a
He's a laid-back guy. And some people, I think when you get up there and you have money, there is another drive that you get. It can be, fame. It can be, you want to be sexually. It can be anything.
That notoriety they were getting, yeah.
So I think it's more so fame with them. They grew up rich,
Yeah.
How much richer could they be?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking the money part, but it's just like, why do it? I mean, and Bruce Jenner, he always seemed so uncomfortable anyway.
Exactly.
Like being on camera.
Exactly. And he's laid back.
Yeah, he seemed like a really nice guy.
Give him his Botox and he's good.
Yeah, he seemed like a nice guy though, right?
Yeah, totally not a Kardashian.
Yeah, definitely.
He is a Jenner.
Yeah, and then they had the little girls, modeling them, and I saw the excerpt when Kris Jenner was on Oprah, and they were talking about the modeling. I think we were talking about this.
Yeah.
And then Oprah, I saw it. Oprah gave her a really disapproving look.
Yeah, your kids are not even 16, and you're just throwing them out there.
You're pimping them.
They've been seen out in the clubs, lately with.
Oh goodness.
They've been seen trying to order bottle service, and
I saw that picture. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is what it is. They're starting them she's starting them too early.
Oh man.
And they'll be the next Miley Cyrus.
Whoa, God. The life of a human trafficker, huh?
Exactly. Run while you can.
Did you see that Miley Cyrus thing and Robin thing?
Yeah. Miley is not Miley anymore. She is just Cyrus. Like, that's her new name, Cyrus. Yeah, definitely.
I didn't see the performers, but I saw the pictures, and the look on the Will Smith family's faces, it just said it all.
Yeah, she is the new Madonna.
Yeah.
She is not Miley anymore.
Did she really twerk it good, though?
She was twerking it, okay? All of it. All of what she did have. She twerked it, worked it, everything. She twerked it for all of us.
Now, I know Robin think he's a performer, but if I'm him, after that performance with Cyrus twerking on me and rubbing my stuff, I'm afraid to go home to my wife.
Exactly. He just needed to call it an X-ray movie so she would understand. That's basically. She's an actress, so she would understand. Hey, I did an X-ray tonight. Let's call it even.
It's just it's work.
It's work.
It's just nothing but work.
It's just work.
So Obamacare. So website, damn disaster. $634 million spent on the website.
Down the drain. Delete.
What do we do now? Do we just repeal it?
He would have been better with Instagram and it. Let us like it. Like it if you want it, He should have. He should, yeah.
Well, the thing I don't understand is how in the hell, okay, this is your signature. Now, I got friends that I talk to, work for CNN and CBS and ABC, and they text me, it's not his fault, it's the company. This is your signature bill. It's named after you. You don't do a follow-up to see if it's going to work the first day. I mean, how in the hell do you not know anything? Responsible for everything. Yeah. In charge of everything, but responsible for nothing.
You got to remember, it's a non-for-profit. So he got his profit when he got elected. After that, he's not looking for no other profit. So.
Well, I mean, the thing is about this bill, it doesn't make sense. You're punishing people for succeeding. And that's what it does. It takes benefits and taxes and, out of the pockets of people that are really working hard. And it gives benefits. It's more beneficial for those that don't really work. So, anytime you have, a system set up like that, what's the incentive to work?
Not at all. But what would you say? What is the middle ground? What would you do to make both parties happy in a situation like this?
Well, here's the thing. You have to, in this situation, of course they don't want to repeal it. The Democrats don't. But everything is screaming repeal it, versus, whether it's the employee mandate, whether it's the website not working, whether it's, the premium increases that people are seeing, especially in states like California, that went overwhelmingly Democrat in these last two election cycles. And, the voters there was a sense that, Obamacare was really good. I was reading an article in the LA Times, and it was this guy, he kind of unsuspectingly, didn't know that his healthcare premiums were going to go up so much. I mean, he got like a 40 to 50% increase. And he said, I was for Obamacare, but I didn't know I was paying for it. And that's what happens. That's really what happens.
You don't know until, that paycheck is affected.
Yeah, well, he promised no increases in their premiums, and he promised you can keep your doctor. And you know, just my health plan alone, I'm taking my...
He's talking to everybody on welfare, not us. You know, we need to really... He has a tendency to talk to those beneath, not those that are equal. So...
Well, now we have a two-tier system, a system where, you know, either you can really afford really good health care, or you're one of the unfortunate 300 million people that get shoved through the Obamacare system.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know.
I think he's like looking at it in a sense of, you never want to look, he's looking at quantity and not quality, you know. So he's looking at how many people can get service versus it's about getting yourself in a position to where if you know you have to get service, you don't just want to get service by anybody. You want quality service, whether you're poor or rich, you know. And there should be systems that are into place to, if you can't afford it, to find a way to where they can, you know, get you some type of care.
Well, they do. They do have, you know, a lot of charitable hospitals. A lot of hospitals have charity care. You know, which helps people that are poor. And I think that's the way to go to help people that don't have insurance coverage. But Obamacare now penalizes charities that cover people that are uninsured.
Oh, yeah.
That's insane.
Well, you got to also remember they're funded by the government. So they're getting you know, it's just like, you know, basically they're fired. So he fired all the, you know, people that were out here helping people, and he basically are not going to dig into our pockets and make us pay.
Well,
so,
true.
You know, it's like a catch-22.
Well, I think it was good that Ted Cruz kind of highlighted this issue. I mean, he took a lot of heat, but I mean, nobody was talking about it. It's affecting a lot of people. People are losing jobs. People are going from full-time to part-time. People are losing their coverages. You know, people are losing their doctors. I mean, you know, I just think people were waiting for someone.
And people don't know that companies everywhere are affected by this. To know that they have to, just speaking to people on an everyday basis, companies know that if I have to pay my employees for health care when they're part-time as well, you know what? Let's cut their hours. Let's have them go. So there's companies that are saying, okay, you know, we'll
less than 30 hours.
Exactly. Because the thing is, I'll cut you where I can. I may not get you hourly. You know, if I have to get you medically, I'll get you there.
Well, that's why the Obamacare 30-hour rule never made sense to me, because a full-time, you know, work week is like 35 to 40 hours, depending upon what type of job you have. And, you know, people are going to be hurt. Now you're going to have people in the system that have 2 part-time jobs.
Exactly.
And still don't have no coverage. Or crappy coverage.
Which, if you were before part-time, you can go and sign up for charity care, or you can sign up for some kind of assistance and still get the same quality medical care. Or
one of those, you know, or those comprehensive plans, which, you know, some of those comprehensive plans can range from like $200 to $300 every 6 months or a year, and it covers you just for like accidents and emergency rooms, and you know, you pay a higher deductible, but you have something. But those plans are being hurt too. Medical devices are being hurt. I mean, I just don't understand it. I hope they can repeal it. I
hope he just, you know, he needs to have a seat. That's basically what it is. Just have a seat. And at the end of the day, he needs to get American people, or somebody, the next whoever is in it, they have to give us something to live for.
Oh, next president is going to have a hard job. Are you kidding me?
They have to give us momentum. They got to have balloons, clowns, and everything else to let us know we have overcome, and we...
it's going to be a long 3 years with Obama. It's going to be...
You know, it's basically... I mean, I appreciate him for what he's done for the African-American culture, whatever. However, him as an individual, he has put people in a place to where let's just all quit our jobs, put on flip-flops, and go down to the Jersey Shore and have a ball. At the end of the day, we can go walk into the hospital, we have coverage, we can live on food stamps, and who cares? You know, it's nothing really to live for.
The food stamp rolls are high. You have 40-something odd million people on food stamps.
Hey, if y'all gonna pay for my food, why not?
Yeah.
Lobsters and everything.
I saw this report on CBS. I think it was two weeks ago, and it was this guy. He was just living a life. You know, he had his truck, and
He had his food stamps.
he had his food stamps, man, and he was just surfing.
Let me
He was
go up there and say,
he was in California. He was getting $1,200 a month in food stamps. He's just living a life. Oh my God.
I tell you.
Oh my God.
You know, unlimited EPT card. What would you do?
This is horrible. I don't even want to think about it.
Obama got us. You know, before you used to read books on, you know, entrepreneurs and the Ford magazine and just all. Now I'm reading a local, you know, government program who's, you know, giving out cheese and who's giving subsidized. You know, it's like it's a totally. He have us in a mind frame to where, you know, work or not to work.
Well, he definitely did change the trajectory of the country. I mean, you know, we got hit by the housing crisis, and, you know, we got hit by the mini recession, and then, you know, little by little, I mean, he came in, and then, you know, they increased, you know, unemployment, and then they increased food stamps, and then
don't forget about your refund check.
And then refund checks, and then, you know, the thing about the food stamps is before. Well, there are work requirements legally for the food stamps, but
you gotta work.
You supposed to, but the Obama administration went around Congress and asked the states to lift the work requirement. So now people have less and less incentive to like go out there and work and get a job. And before, you had to at least, you know, apply for some jobs, or, you know,
have a resume
and be looking for jobs, or, you know, they have some programs where non-for-profits kind of partner with social services and they'll get temporary workers, and a lot of those temporary workers would be, you know, people that maybe are getting WIC food stamps or some type of assistance, and they have to go there and work and go there and work and still look for work while they're getting that assistance. That's gone. Now people are just on the food stamp rolls if they qualify.
Oh, okay. So everybody's just getting a check.
Cut me a check, Obama. I mean, seriously.
Free food.
Oh my God. That is the death of a nation. And then when you talk about that, combine that with healthcare, and they're trying to pass immigration reform, and, you know, the last thing we need with all of these people out of work that could be working, you have about 90 million people that could be working. And, you know, you want to now give legal status to maybe 16 to 20 million illegal immigrants in a recession, when people are already, you know, food stamp rolls all-time high, when labor participation rate is at an all-time high. You know, it's going to be even harder to find jobs if you pass legislation to help, you know, illegal aliens that maybe have been here, that might be working off the books somewhere.
You know what? One thing I will say, and this is where I differ with that, because, you know, in all the things that he is wrong in, the illegal immigration, I don't think it's necessarily the jobs that is at hand. You know, of course, we as citizens, we look at it as, you know, of course, we're fearful because, however, it's the creation of jobs that is more, I mean, it's a business move, you know. You know, if you get illegal immigrants that, you know, United States is not the richest country out there, you know.
Well, actually we are, but
we're not technically the richest country. We are doing a lot worse than, I mean, there's countries that,
well, we have debt.
We have debt, but we don't have top leading companies. We don't have the most millionaires. We don't have, I mean,
we're sliding down the list.
Yeah, we're sliding. So we need integrative, we need creation, we need things that we don't have. And in order to get that, we gotta tap, we gotta go across the Red Sea.
I'm for that, but you have a lot of talented, you know, immigrants that come here on like student visas, legally and go to school and maybe work or whatever, you know, we need to retain those guys, not the people that just come here illegally and just kind of like, you know, sit here until, you know, maybe somebody, you know, opens the door, you know. And the thing, and here's the thing, here's the underlying thing about immigration reform, you know, especially, you know, the immigrants that are coming from Mexico. First, you know, it's a national security risk because there's been traces of, you know, Islamic terrorists coming through the Mexican border. That's one thing. And then second, when you look at immigration, 70% of those immigrants that are coming across the Mexican border vote liberal. And see, if you can give them some type of legal status in which they could possibly go vote, that means, you know, one party rule. You know, that's awesome. And that's why I really think the Democrats want to do it. They know that, you know, you're bringing illegals that are more likely to vote for you. And that's how they did it in California. You know, when Reagan did the immigration in '86, Republicans haven't won California ever since. And most of the immigration, the illegal immigration, was taking place in California because at that time, California had a really, really good economy, you know, burgeoning economy under Reagan when he was in the White House. So we haven't won, you know, Republicans haven't won California ever since. And that's what happened to America. And that's bad. That undermines, you know, our whole process. Just looking at it from, on the grand scale of things, it undermines the whole democratic process of elections and choices. And so now you're going to get these illegals that get, you know, maybe able to vote, that aren't familiar with the history of the country, that aren't in touch with the country.
Obama.
Yeah, or benefits. They're voting for benefits. So, I mean, that's
just for housing, you know, or food. They're voting for food.
A lot of people did that in 2012 as well.
And are you full yet? That's basically. Did you get enough?
Basically.
It's something how, you know, with this Obama, you know, trying to do whatever he can do or whatever he's been paid to do. It's interesting to where I think at the end of this term we would know, you know, is it all what we want? Is it really what we want, or what we should strive for? Is that what we should really want? You know? Well,
I think there's two competing visions, you know, in the country. You know, you have those that are on the Democrat side of the aisle. You know, and this is, you know, and I think a lot of people aren't paying attention to this. You know, you have a lot of voters that are true believers, you know, in that progressive liberal ideology. You know, they really believe, you know, in a big government. They really believe that prosperity comes from a government. And then I think you have the elite in that party that know that that isn't true. And they take advantage of that notion, of the good intentions of the believers, the true believers, and they get them out there and to vote, you know, on the Republican side of the aisle. The Republicans are very much the status quo party now. You know, they don't want to fight. That's why this whole thing with Ted Cruz and him kind of fighting them, you know, and the conservative voters are pissed off. They want somebody that wants to fight, and the older Republicans, they're very status quo. They're very go along to get along, and, you know, we don't want to rock any boats, you know, and we don't need that. We need contrast. We need, you know, we need contrast because we're getting killed out here. The voters, the taxpayers, you know, the people that are really looking at how these policies are affecting their take-home pay, you know, that's who's getting hit.
But you know what, I've always wondered, you know, even being a complete fan of the Republican Party, I always wondered, how could a country that has been Republican for, you know, such a long time, or had Republican views, how could a country not be able to, within the hundreds of years, not be able to dominate this country?
Well,
how could they not be able, a country that is is ran off of.
Yeah.
How could we not, there's countries out there where there are people that are liberal, there are people that, don't believe this way, but when it's all said and done, they're kings, they're queens, they're emperors, they all have the final say.
Well, because it's institutionalized here. I mean, you have the media.
Yeah.
You've been in the music industry. You worked in the music industry. It's very liberal. I've worked in New York.
It's also competitive too.
It's very competitive. Yeah.
It's also we're a country that's built on war.
Yeah.
We're a country that be subjective to just being Republican.
Yeah.
What kind of country would we be?
Well, I don't think it would be balanced. I think it would be a better country, but I don't think it would be balanced.
Yeah, it would just be
because the conservatives believe, not just the Republicans, the conservatives, true conservatives believe in a free market, believe in the individual, that the individual at the end of the day, should be allowed to go as far as he or she is able to go, and with the government, as is inconsequential to that person's life as much as possible, so I think in the grand scheme of things it balances out, but the reason why Republicans lose all these these battles, these wars, because of the institutions, because of Hollywood, because of when you look at the music industry. You've been in the music industry. I worked in New York in the finance sector. It's very liberal.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people there are very liberal. When you look at academia, the public school systems, when you look at college, the colleges, those institutions, liberals run that stuff. And those institutions, they promote each other and they advance one another, because they all in the end game is they all have the same agenda. They want to push the country to the left. Towards liberalism, towards big government, towards progressivism. Conservatives have some institutions, but not that strong of an institution. But when you look at the voters, 40% of voters in this country are conservatives. 40% identify themselves as conservative, 20% liberal, and then everybody else fall in between. And the problem is you have this culture that is built on liberalism, and then you have all these conservative voters that are out there that are frustrated because they don't recognize American culture anymore. American culture don't reflect their views because most of the conservative voters are like family people, family oriented, Christian, they go to church. Like, you have a culture that is anti-Christian. And so the conservative voters, until they get fed up, seem to kind of mind their own business. All of this stuff kind of piling up, and now people are waking up, and that's why this whole thing with Ted Cruz, I think Ted Cruz really captured, the hearts of like a lot of people that
wanted to say something.
That they just don't have a voice.
Well, he created more than a voice. You think
2016 he may run?
I don't know. I'm looking at...
He's smart, man. He is smart.
He better be worried about Christie's weigh-ins, because, as long as he keep losing weight...
I think Christie going to be dead in the water in 2016. That's just my honest opinion. Look,
he's swimming.
Conservatives put up with Bob Dole. They put up with McCain in 2008. They put up with Romney when they really didn't want Romney, but they went behind them kind of anyway. They not putting up with Christie. Christie, forget it. He better stay home.
He should have. He needs to sit down too.
But the RC putting money behind him, so that's what they want. They want
his health care too.
Oh God, they want them rhino candidates.
They want him because he's a bully. They think he gets the job done.
Well, he ain't no bully when it comes to the Democrats. I mean, you saw him all hugging Obama during the Sandy aftermath, and then they had
walking the beach.
Oh my God, I thought they were gonna kiss each other.
Exactly, but he got his money.
And you're true.
That's the Italian way.
But then they had, that's true. But then they had a dinner at the White House, and he's all cozy with Michelle, and I'm like, oh God.
That's good fellas for you.
And then him and Booker, they're good friends. Oh, I just want to throw up.
Booker.
Oh, the worst.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, Newark. He won. I was on the opposing campaign. He won.
Oh my God.
We did it. Look, we were outspent 8-1. We did it with.
Oprah. When they said
It wasn't really Oprah. He had a lot of money,
okay.
and the Obama people were running his campaign. But
Obama did him a favor.
well, some of Obama's surrogates, kind of fell off the map, and they started their own company, and they kind of used that methodology for Booker's campaign. But it was still a close race, considering it was 55% to 45%. We were outspent 8-1, and we still got 45% of the vote.
Wow.
That's pretty huge. But Booker's a disaster. Newark is in shambles, and they just promote this guy to the Senate seat.
Hey, somebody had to take it.
And he doesn't even live in Newark. That's the thing.
See? Does he even live in New Jersey? That's
what I'm trying to figure out, because you might have violated some Senate rules. You understand? Some election rules.
Who knows? I mean, he's getting his favors done for him.
He's horrible. I mean, he's just going to rubber stamp everything they put in front of him.
But you know what? Unfortunately, if he smells, he looks and feels like Obama, he's Obama.
Oh, God. Don't say that, Michelle. Don't say that.
He got in for the color of his skin.
Oh, God. Oh, God. You know it.
Oh, well. Oh. It's not the year to be white.
Damn, New Jersey. Damn.
New Old Spice shaving gel is newer than a fresh pair of socks.
Newer than a New Jersey.
Newer than a new mouse, baby.
Newer than an unopened gift from your stepmom.
Everything's talking.
Newer than the waffle iron that's inside me.
Newer than the new solar panels that were installed on the roof.
And I'm the newest thing there is.
You're not as new as me.
I have a son. What else is new?
No, did you see the debate? It was the first debate they had on News 12. And it was with Booker, it was with a councilwoman that she's already in, and two other people. I want to say it was the one that he got elected when the guy died, and then it was the scientist.
Yep.
Okay. When I tell you they went ham on Booker, when I say the man, one of the guy that's already, he said, I don't even know why he's here. He said, first of all, he's never in Newark. He said, I have his people writing my office to help his city out when he's too busy overseas trying to run he said that he had a company that is an internet-based company.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And with his internet-based company, he's promoting, know, all these different things, and he's not even in Newark. You know.
It was actually recently sold too.
See?
Yeah. So.
Maybe that was he sold it to his cousin.
Newark was just a resume builder, man. I mean, I honestly felt like that. I mean, me and my wife volunteered in that city, and she volunteered for the schools, and I did some stuff for the economics there, and it's horrible, man. It's just it's not really good, and that's why he had all those Hollywood celebrities endorsing him, and you can't get nobody in that city to endorse you.
You know what? If he was the mayor of Montclair, or if he was the mayor of even Jersey City,
they would have recalled his butt.
Exactly. But when you have on your resume, you're the mayor of Newark, it's just like someone, saying they graduated from, I don't know,
some prestigious. I mean, Newark is a very culturally diverse city.
Exactly.
I mean, you have Italians there, you have African Americans, you have Brazilians.
I mean, it's a melting pot hole besides New York.
And it's the largest city in the state of New Jersey. So it's, but he didn't do anything, man.
He saved a woman from her house.
I don't even know if that's real.
That might have been a movie.
Are you kidding me?
And then he had a reality show.
Oh my God.
He did, but you know what? Hey, whoever his publicist is, whoever is on his team,
I need to get them.
Lights, camera, action.
Okay, folks, thanks for coming out this week. Next week, Sunday, 7 p.m., it's going to be even better. Just watch. Thank you.